Good afternoon, YouTube. I am so pissed. I just left out of court maybe about 2 hours ago, and I had to take off, but I didn't take off. I wound up just switching the day and changing my work day so that I could, go to court today. So I had got a ticket back in March, and it was a $97 speeding ticket. And he told me, he said I was in a 35-mile zone doing 58, but as he looked up, it just said 45. So he wrote the ticket for being 5 miles over the limit. So I said, okay, thank you. I took the doggone ticket, and I went home and I waited for them to like mail some information out to me or whatever, like a due date for when the money was due. So you have a choice to, mail it in, or you have a choice to like go to court. So I decided I wanted to go to court. So I did the court thing. So my court appearance was for 10 a.m. this morning. I get there at 9:48. They don't allow you to bring your cell phone in, and they don't allow you to wear a watch. So I go to court and I'm waiting. It's about 13 people in front of me. Come to find out, everybody that's there, they have to go into this room and they talk to the officer, which is so much different from in the state of Pennsylvania. That's just not how it's done. Whether if you live on the outskirts of Philly, like I lived in Delaware County for 13 years. So that was still Pennsylvania, but that was just not how it was done. When you go to make a court appearance, you are standing in front of a judge. So long story short, everybody talking to the officer about like their tickets or whatever they was pulled over for or whatnot, and it's like kind of like up to his discretion of what he's going to do. But mainly everybody that went, they wound up just like paying it, and then that was it. So it was my turn. I finally got called. I think I got called like at 10:55, like almost 11 o'clock when I got called. And mind you, I was there at 9:45. So I got called, and he was going over it, what he said and whatnot. And he was like, it's $97. I was like, well, I can't afford it. He was like, you can't afford it. I was like, no, I just brought it home. I am new here. I said it's five miles over the limit. He said, yeah, but it says that you were riding, you were doing, you were in a 35-mile zone and you were doing 58, and that the officer just put it down that you were 5 miles over. So I was explaining to him. I said, no, I said, that's not what happened. I said, I was right here at Sunnyside, and I was in a 45 miles zone where he pulled me over at. So that's where he wound up getting me to be 5 miles over the limit. So he was like, well, I can't tell you anything to deter you from not, taking it to trial or whatever. He was like, but, he would just pay the $97. So I was like, well, I don't have it, like, that's why I came, here, because, I don't have it to pay. So he was like, so that mean you're requesting a trial? And I said, yes. So I start requesting a trial. I had to wait an additional 15 to 20 minutes. I did go in the back to see the judge, and he said he just wanted to make it clear. He was like, I understand you have a really good driving record. Within the last past 5 years, you've never had, any tickets or any such thing like it, which I know. I've been driving since I've been 18 years old. My driving history is completely good. It's legit. So, and that's more the reason why I'm not paying no $97 for being no 5 miles over the speed limit. I'm just not. To me, like I said, I was going with the flow of the traffic, and they saw them Pennsylvania tags, and they decided to pull me out. Like I was the one that was isolated, the one that was pulled out. So long story short, again, they did like the paperwork, and they put it down there for June the 6th. So I called my husband, and I'm like, I'm not really sure what happened today, because I know when you go through all of that and you submit in a request to see, you go to court, you're seeing a judge like that day. You're not, I could have done that over the phone if I felt like that I was guilty, or if I felt like I was guilty and like that I wanted to pay for the ticket. I could have done that over the phone. That does not require me taking a day off, switching a day, or anything. So I'm like kind of upset with that. It kind of just started off with that. And then So they said I have to submit something in writing, which I'm gonna submit something in writing. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna drag my feet with it. The day is still May, so when I submit something in writing, it ain't gonna be like it's not gonna be until like the end of the next week or something like that when I do it, because I'm pissed. Like, people are getting over, and it's really all about money. Like, they really just want your money and nothing else. It's not about like points on your license. It's not about any of those things. It's really about, can you pay the money, and they want your money. And even if they put me on a plan to pay like $5 every week until it was paid, I don't have it. That money could go elsewhere. Like, I work too hard for my money to just be giving it just because they want to be out, you know writing up tickets for people that they believe that don't live here. And technically, I was like a few blocks away from my house, like literally like right around the corner from my home. And I don't deserve it, and I'm really pissed off about it. Like, I'm so pissed off about it, it's not even funny. But that just goes to show you how it is. Like, the police department, the police districts, all of that stuff is just like, it's a rip off. And people, they do get ripped off, and I'm not happy about it.